guys, what is good and what's going on, everybody? Your boy BLSG back yet again for another Philadelphia 76ers live play-by-play. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're back here for another one tonight. This time, I'm flying solo like the majority of the stream. Last time I had my guy Philly Fan 21 on, but this time I'm doing it by myself. And we're back to the usual way of doing these live streams. As tonight, we have a pretty solid matchup. As tonight, we have the 22-14 Philadelphia 76ers taking on the 21-17 Indiana Pacers. This could be a really good matchup, and a matchup that we might actually be looking forward to, and a matchup that might actually be competitive. But we're going to find out tonight and see how competitive it is. Sixers looking to make it 3 straight wins, and I think double-digit straight wins at the Wells Fargo Center when they are the home team, but they have been doing very, very, very well when they are the home team as of late. So Sixers look to continue to get on that trend. They continue to do that in this game tonight. So we're going to see what happens in this one. Appreciate everybody that has already come through and tuned in. Appreciate the 4 people that's already come through already. If you have not done so, hit that like button on the stream and hit that subscribe button if you guys know. And guys, go ahead and share this stream out to anywhere on social media that you guys have. Share the stream out to as many people as possible. We want to get as many people in this stream as possible. So right now, let's get right into it. Mr. Producer, that music's great. Let's go and cut the beat. Thank you. All right, let's go through the chat before we get started. We got a couple comments. We have a few comments to get to, so let's get through them. MC, what's going on? Appreciate you for coming through. So let's go Sixers. You already know what it is. Hit that like button if you have not done so, which we already do have 4 likes on the stream. So I'm pretty sure everyone's in the like button, but as you guys are coming in here, hit that like button if you guys have not done so already. SC Sports Talk, what's going on, my guy? Missed your last stream, man. Appreciate you for coming through this one. Hit that like button if you have not done so, my guy. We respect all fans. You know, this should be a good matchup. Indiana's been a pretty solid team this season, so we're going to see what happens tonight. Austin Tyrese Maxey, you know, just having him come back, you know, it's respectable to let him sit on the bench and put him on a minutes restriction as we expected it was going to happen. Because I figured we were not going to go ahead and put him in the starting lineup just yet. So we're going to continue to run with DeAnthony Melton as the shooting guard, and then James Harden at point. And then PJ Tucker, Tobias Harris, and Joel Embiid as the normal lineup. But we're going to talk about the lineup for tonight in just a little bit. But at the end of the day, Tyrese Maxey overall, he's a good player. And him coming off of this injury, you know, it's going to lead him to a minutes restriction like we have seen in the last few games. But we're going to see what happens tonight with him and see what he can give us off the bench. Thoughts on Doc Rivers? You know, at times, you know, he's an up and down type of coach. You know, at times he has good coaching games. At other times he has bad coaching games. We look for a good coaching game tonight from Doc Rivers, and we look to see him come out here and strike early with these guys, and especially for the fact that we do not have Joel Embiid tonight, and I'll talk more about that actually right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys did not hear, about 50 minutes ago, Yahoo Sports goes ahead and puts out there on social media and everything and saying Sixers Joel Embiid ruled out versus the Pacers with left foot soreness. I think this is honestly more of us being very cautious with Joel Embiid. With all the work that he has done, I really don't think this is like that major, because I think, you know, this should be one that the Sixers should be able to take care of. But you never know with how good the Pacers have been this season. But I think we're just trying to be really cautious with Joel Embiid, maybe. In my opinion, I just see us being cautious with him. Although he was limping on the one play against the who did we play last time? Against the Pelicans, he was limping on the one play, but I feel like he feels solid. And at the same time, I feel like Joel Embiid, I think we're just kind of being cautious with them. I don't think this is that major of an injury. If it does go on for multiple more games, then it is kind of a bit more severe than what we did what we thought. But at the end of the day, you know, Joel Embiid, let's let him have this rest tonight. I'm assuming Montrezl Harrell is in the starting lineup tonight for the Philadelphia 76ers. Let me check and make sure I am right, if I can find it. Oh, yeah, I also forgot, guys. We're actually not going with Montrezl Harrell at the 5 tonight because there's been this 3-guard combination that NBC Sports Philly has been talking about. They've been talking about a 3-guard combination, and looks like we're going to go with that tonight as it looks like we're going to have a starting lineup of James Harden, Tyrese Maxey, DeAnthony Melton, Tobias Harris, and PJ Tucker. So it looks like we're gonna have Tyrese Maxey start this game. I don't know why we're starting Tyrese Maxey. I mean, this is like how many games before he got hurt? Hold up. Hang on, guys. I'm trying to see something here. How many games has it been for Tyrese Maxey sitting on the bench? I think it was just one game that Maxey's come back and he's been off the bench. So I don't know why we're putting him in the starting line, but apparently we're going with this 3-guard strategy with Melton, Harden, and Maxey. Apparently we're going with that tonight, and we're going to have Montrezl Harrell and Paul Reed both be off the bench. So we're going to see what happens and see if this 3-guard combination ends up working for the Sixers tonight. SG Sports Talk says, thoughts on Steph Curry? He's out tonight for the Warriors against the Pistons with that shoulder injury. You know, it's going to be dearly missed for the Warriors, but the Warriors, it's been said that the Warriors have been starting to figure out their identity without Steph Curry in the lineup. So apparently they must be figuring things out with Jordan Poole, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, Kevon Looney, you know, the bench with Dante DiVincenzo. You know, they must be starting to figure things out. They must be starting to figure things out without Steph Curry. So I think when Steph Curry comes back, this team can be much better. But I think with them figuring things out without Steph Curry is definitely going to be a huge edge and can have potential of getting them right back into a potential playoff spot. Because, you know, they'll find a way to get in. You'll just know it. Also, DeMar Hamlin collapsing on the field during the Bills and Bengals game. You know, obviously, number one thing to answering this right here, first of all, number one, you have to say thoughts and prayers go out to DeMar Hamlin. I mean, this guy, honestly, if you look closely at the replay, T. Higgins, he literally went ahead, put his helmet down, and got him, like, smacked right in the heart. But he then went on, like, Twitter and then said, hey, I didn't mean to do it to DeMar Hamlin. I didn't mean to do it. Which, you know, that's good sportsmanship right there from T. Higgins. You know, everyone should honestly feel bad that this man literally had to go through cardiac arrest. He was in the hospital that night. You know, he did recover, I think. Did he leave the hospital? I think he left the hospital. I could have that wrong. But I think he got out of the hospital maybe like yesterday or 2 days ago. I think he might have gotten out of the hospital, which is a good thing for DeMar Hamlin. But definitely, you know, he's going to be out for the remainder of the season, in my opinion. I don't think he returns based on the fact that, you know, he was hit pretty hard. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. But, I mean, obviously, we all know thoughts and prayers go out to DeMar Hamlin. And honestly, I have literally, this is no joke, I have seen people, okay, this is what gets me really annoyed. People want this game to restart because they care about fantasy points more than the actual player. What is wrong with people in the YouTube community in particular? We're caring about fantasy points more than the player's health and concerns. Like, that is so stupid. That's so stupid. It's really stupid. People have literally cared about fantasy points over a guy's health and concerns. Like, that's so dumb. I should never have to see someone caring about their fantasy points more than the player's health and concerns. Like, I should not even be seeing that. he also went ahead and replaced Michael Hyde in that game. And, obviously thoughts and prayers go out to him. Hopefully nothing is any more serious with him, but in the end, my thoughts and prayers still go out to him and his family. Hopefully he'll be all right. T. Higgins should have been ejected. I think they only get ejected for an unsportsmanlike conduct, and T. Higgins was not on there for an unsportsmanlike conduct. As a matter of fact, T. Higgins, he didn't even mean to do it. He didn't even mean to do it. He admitted that it was his fault, and he admitted the thoughts and prayers for Damar Hamlin. He admitted it himself. He admitted everything that he needed to admit. And at the end of the day, at this point, also targeting calls cannot be called in the NFL because that's college football. The NFL does not have targeting calls in the NFL. They don't. They don't have targeting calls in the National Football League. So if they did, then T. Higgins definitely would have been ejected. But one of the only ways that you can become ejected is if you have a call for an unsportsmanlike conduct, which T. Higgins did not do. And he didn't even know that Damar Hamlin was going to even be fainting and get into cardiac arrest. He didn't even know that. He didn't even know that until he looked around, and then Joe Mixon started pointing a finger saying, "Everyone, come here. Get the doctors, everybody. Come here." He didn't know until he turned around when Joe Mixon started pointing at Damar Hamlin. He didn't even know. He didn't even do it. He didn't do it on purpose. He did it on accident. He's just trying to do that because when you get low, it's easier to get more yards. That's why he went low and he didn't go high. I know he could have also dodged him and went around him as well, but at the end of the day, he didn't mean to do it. He didn't mean to do it, but it's sad that we have to go through this. And, obviously prayers up for Damar Hamlin. Literally every NFL team went on their Twitter page and they literally changed it to a profile with a Bills jersey, and they put pray for Hamlin or pray for Damar, something like that. They put it either way. But in the end, it's just sad that we have to go through this with a player in cardiac arrest, which honestly sucks. But good thing Damar Hamlin's okay. Good thing he didn't pass away from this. So eventually he'll be coming back to the NFL at some point. I think he's still in the hospital. Probably. I mean, I don't know if the doctors went ahead and released him or not. We're also sad sending prayers for him. Yeah. Prayers up for Damar Hamlin. Amy Carson, what's going on? Appreciate you for coming through. So I have to go. I just wanted to say hi. Hey, appreciate you for coming through, Amy Carson. Hit that like button if you have not done so. As the starting lineups come in here for both teams, for the Indiana Pacers is Tyrese Halliburton, Andrew Nembhard, Buddy Hield, Aaron Nesmith, and Miles Turner. For the Philadelphia 76ers is James Harden, Tyrese Maxey, DeAnthony Melton, Tobias Harris, and PJ Tucker going in at the 5. So we're basically playing a little bit of small ball, especially at the 5 in particular, going with PJ Tucker. I really thought that was going to be Montrezl Harrell's place to take, but apparently we're going to try this 3-guard strategy with Maxey, Melton, and Harden. We're going to try this experiment. Appreciate you for coming through, Amy Carson. Hit that like button if you had not done so. If I hadn't said that already. It wasn't his fault. It was 1 in a million. That happened. Yeah. I was in absolute tears when I saw Hamlin collapse on the field. Literally, he fainted. Let's see. But yeah, guys, we're about to get this game started. Miles Turner and Joel Embiid to tip it up and get this game underway. Appreciate the 8 people in here. Everybody, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you guys have not done so. And the game is underway, and the Pacers win the tip, and we're underway here from Philadelphia. Tyrese Halliburton beginning with the ball. Gets it over to, I believe it was Nembhard, gets it over to, actually that's Nembhard. Gets it over to 23. Getting it out to Buddy Hield. Hield gets it over to Halliburton. Halliburton taking the three from the wing, and it's no good for Tyrese Halliburton, and is picked up by the Sixers. Harden gets it over to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey back to Harden. Harden coming inside, kicks out to Harris. Harris stands at the wing for three, and it's good for Tobias Harris to start things off. Tobias Harris had an off game last game. Great start for Tobias Harris on his first shot. Halliburton with the ball. So I believe that's actually Miles Turner as Halliburton gets it over to Buddy Hield, laying it up for two, and it's no good. Rebounded by the Sixers. Harris gets the rebound. Harris gets it over to Harden, over to Maxey. Maxey back to Harden. Harden standing at the top of the key. Harden coming inside. Harden laying it up for two. It's no good. Harden tries to get the rebound. Got a hand on it, but could not keep possession of it as it goes out of bounds, and it'll be Pacers ball. Absolutely prayers for DeMar. Absolutely. Halliburton kicked it over to Nesmith in the corner. It's no good. Rebounded by the Sixers. As Harden gets out to Maxey in the corner for three, and it's no good. Rebounded by Tyrese Halliburton. Maxey gets it over to Nembhard. Nembhard laying it up and laying it in. Nembhard getting it to go for two as Harden passes up to Tobias Harris. Harris fakes it to Melton, now gets it to Melton. Melton coming inside. Melton loses it. Gets it back. Stays in play. Gets out to Harris. Harris coming inside. Harris putting up the 2-point shot, and it's good for Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris with the first 5 points in the night for the Sixers. We got to find a way to get something going without Joel Embiid. Because apparently this is going to stay Pacers ball as it's going to go off Tobias Harris. Looked like it was going to be off of Aaron Nesmith, but it did not happen. Halliburton does the inbound into Miles Turner, gets it over to Halliburton, over to Nembhard. Nembhard going step back three, and it's good for Nembhard. Tobias Harris with the ball, bringing it down the floor, gets it over to Harden. Harden matching up on Nembhard. Harden looking for his options, trying to get around the defender. Harden gets up to Harris, out to Melton in the corner for three. It's no good, and it's rebounded by the Pacers. Come on, Tucker, get your hands up. Halliburton gets over to Buddy Hield for three, and it's good for Buddy Hield. And that will give the Pacers an 8-5 lead over the Sixers. Come on, guys. Defense. Let's go. Melton with the ball, gets over to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey gets it over to James Harden. Harden back to Maxey. Maxey coming inside. Maxey putting it up for two. And he'll head to the line for 2 free throws as the foul is called on Aaron Nesmith. I think it's on Nesmith. But Maxey would go to the line to shoot 2 free throws for sure, as it was a shooting foul. Yeah, they'll try to make the buckets. You know, they'll make them eventually as Maxey hits the first free throw at the line to make it a 2-point Sixers deficit. Second one also go at the line for Tyrese Maxey. After Tobias Harris at the first 5 points of the game. Buddy Hield going for three, and it's no good, and Maxey gets the rebound. Maxey gets over to Harden. Harden matching up on Buddy Hield. Harden might be looking for some points here. Harden gets over to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey out to Tucker in the corner. Tucker coming inside, kicks out to Harris. Harris coming inside. Harris loses it, but it'll go out of bounds, and it'll stay Sixers ball, but only with 2.1 seconds left on the shot clock. .1 seconds left here. Melton to go ahead and do the inbound. Melton gets it in to Tucker, and Tucker does not make the layup. Come on, Tucker! As Halliburton gets over to Nesmith, back to Halliburton. Halliburton laying up for two, and it's good for Tyrese Halliburton. Over to Anthony Melton, I do believe. Tucker will get this over to James Harden. Harden matching up on Nembhard. Harden dancing, putting the moves on, gets it over to Tucker. Tucker gets it over to Harden, over to Tucker. Tucker putting one up for two, and it's no good for P.J. Tucker. What was that, P.J. Tucker? Why is that shot so wide to the left? Haliburton gets it over to Nesmith for 3, and it's way off target, and Tobias Harris gets the rebound. We need Harden to start lining it up. As Harris comes inside, and man, Miles Turner was all over Tobias Harris. It'll go out of bounds, and it will stay Sixers ball. But that ball went into a couple rows in the stands. As Maxey inbounds to Harden. Harden matching up against Nembhard. Harden coming inside. Harden putting it up for 2, and it's good for James Harden. The bank is open for James. 10-9 Pacers lead right now. Nesmith gets it over to Nembhard. Nembhard spinning and fading for 2, and it's good for Nembhard. As Tobias Harris inbounds it to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey putting the moves on. Maxey coming inside. Maxey pump fakes. Maxey looking for his option. Gets it over to Tucker. Back to Maxey, but Maxey does not handle it in time, and it'll be Pacers ball. 3-point Pacers lead, 12-9. As Nesmith gets it over to Haliburton, over to Nesmith. Nesmith laying it up for 2, and it's no good for Aaron Nesmith. Rebounded by the Sixers. Melton gets it over to Harden. Harden dancing, coming inside. Harden laying it up for 2. And it's good for James Harden. Harden getting some solid buckets here early on with 4 points. Buddy Hield's wide open for 3, and it's good for Buddy Hield. Do not leave Buddy Hield wide open. He's making that shot every time if you leave him that open like that. Can't let him that open as they'll put it back up to a 4-point lead in the Pacers' favor as Maxey gets it over to James Harden. Harden matching up against Nembhard. Harden dancing. Harden kicking it out to Maxey. Out to Harris in the corner. Harris coming inside. Harris down to Melton. Melton coming inside. Melton kicking it out to Tucker, who's wide open in the corner for 3. It comes up short. Tucker trying to scramble for the rebound. Gets it to Melton. Melton out to Maxey. Maxey back to Melton. Melton coming inside. Melton gets out to Harris, who's wide open in the corner for 3. And it's no good, and the Pacers do get the rebound. Haliburton gets it over to Buddy Hield. Hield kicks it out to Nesmith. Nesmith coming under the basket for 2, and it's going to be a foul called, I think, against Tobias Harris. And it's still a 15-11 Pacers lead. Got to be much better on defense, man. We have to score the buckets when we're given an opportunity. Yeah, guys, I mean, I've seen worse starts from the Sixers, though, honestly. But overall, the defense needs to be better. I mean, this isn't a bad team. This is a pretty solid team. Don't get me wrong. They have a solid young team. I mean, look at the team that they have. They have Tyrese Haliburton. They have Benedict Mathurin that I'm assuming is coming off the bench. I'm going to assume because I don't think he was in the injury report. The only one that was on the injury report was Daniel Tice. They have Miles Turner, Buddy Hield, Jalen Smith, Chris Duarte, Aaron Nesmith, Andrew Nembhard, T.J. McConnell, Daniel Tice, who's injured, Isaiah Jackson, James Johnson, Kendall Brown, Goga Batadze, O'Shea Brissett, Terry Taylor, and Trevelyan Queen. They don't have that bad of a roster. They have a young but talented roster overall. So we can't be overlooking this team no matter what. It doesn't matter that this team might have It doesn't matter if this team might have a worse record than us. We can't overlook this team. Can't do it. We can't be the Philadelphia Eagles and be overlooking teams that are worse than them. Can't be doing it. But yeah, guys, let's see what the Sixers have learned so far through the first 6 minutes and 11 seconds of this game so far. Only 11 points in that amount of time. No Joel Embiid for the Sixers tonight, like I said before. So James Harden's definitely going to have to be one of the factors. Same with Tobias Harris. And Tyrese Maxey's going to have to put up what he can. I'm assuming he'll be on the bench at this time because, I mean, he has to still be on that minutes restriction. There's no way he's not on it. I mean, we have to be throwing in another Garden up to this point. We have to. And yes, we are throwing in Matisse Thybulle to go ahead and replace Tobias Harris as the first quarter has continued. Tyrese Halliburton with the ball gets over to Buddy Hield, who gets it over to Miles Turner, who's wide open. Harris, that's your guy. You're round to the basket. Like, get your hands up on him and do something. And here we go. There's James Harden with the ball. Matching up on Nembhard. Harden gets it over to DeAnthony Melton. Melton coming inside. Melton laying it up for two. And it's good for DeAnthony Melton. DeAnthony Melton trying to put in whatever buckets he can. Halliburton gets it over to Nembhard. Tries to get it over to Buddy Hield. Hield gets it back. Matching up on Thybulle. Gets it over to Halliburton. Halliburton coming inside. Laying it up for two. And that's good for Tyrese Halliburton. Come on, guys. Where's our defense? Defense, wake up. Let's go. Under 5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Harden gets it over to DeAnthony Melton. Back to Harden. Harden lobs it up for Tobias Harris. Harris now with the ball. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Harris coming inside. Harris driving it down to Tucker. Tucker kicking it out. Harden just has to launch it. And the shot was made, but it was a little too late. That's why Tucker has to take some of these when the shot clock's coming down. And Tucker coming away limping, so he'll go to the bench. Looks like a timeout has been called by the Sixers as a change is going to be needed. And I think I did see Paul Reed with his uniform on, so I think they're going to put Paul Reed out there at center. I do believe they're going to put Paul Reed out there. See what Paul Reed can do. But yeah, guys, that defense has got to step up from the Sixers in the end. We're on 10 straight home wins. When we're at the Wells Fargo Center, Sixers have won 10 straight. 7 of those were on that 7-game homestand. We need to be better on defense, man. We especially need to be better on defense. I have the Harden shirt once again on tonight. Put it up a little better. There we go. Got the Harden shirt on again. So far, James Harden's giving me 4 points early on. But yeah, guys, that defense from the Sixers really needs to get a move on. And they need to get it moving quick. Can't afford to be having any slow starts like this at any given point in time. Can't afford it. But Pacers lead it by 6, 19-13 with 4:40 left to go in the first quarter. As apparently PJ Tucker apparently something happened to PJ Tucker on the play. That's why he came up limping. So He's going to have to sit on the bench for a little bit, and I think we're putting in Paul Reed. I think I did see him in uniform, so Buddy Hield to go ahead and do the inbound pass here. He'll inbound this to TJ McConnell. Here we go. Actually, Montrezl Harrell, and he has the undershirt on tonight, so McConnell with the ball, stepped out of bounds on the baseline, and it will be Sixers ball. Eventually, they will be putting in Paul Reed at some point, but here we go. Here's James Harden with the ball, matching up with TJ McConnell. Harden, dancing. Harden going step back three, and it's airballed, but Thibault gets the rebound. Out to Harris for three from the wing. Tobias Harris should have been fouled for that, but Harrell gets the rebound and gets it to go for two. Montrezl Harrell with the undershirt and the sleeves gets it to go. McConnell gets it. Or rather, Haliburton gets it over to McConnell. McConnell coming inside, putting up a two, and it is good for TJ McConnell. The former Sixer putting the bucket up and in early on his first time on the floor. As Harden tries to go with the hug shot and go in Kareem Abdul-Jabbar mode, but he will head to the free throw line as he will be fouled. Montrezl Harrell's been pretty solid for the Sixers as of late. Has been, in my opinion, a pretty valuable asset off the bench. He's going to continue to hopefully be a valuable asset off the bench tonight as well. As the first free throw is good at the line for James Harden to make it a 5-point Sixers deficit. Shake Milton to step into the game here for DeAnthony Melton. Surprisingly, Niang's not in this game yet, so looks like we're going to go Harden, Milton, Thibault, Harris, and Montrezl Harrell. As the second one is also good at the line for James Harden. Scores 21-17, Pacers lead by 4. As Haliburton gets it over to Buddy Hield, and Montrezl Harrell said, "Get that weak stuff out of here. Not in my house. Get that weak stuff out of here." As Buddy Hield tried to go a simple layup, and Montrezl Harrell said, "No thanks. I'll take that away instead." Here we go. Here's Bennedict Mathurin into the game for the first time. Tries to lay it up and in. It's no good. And James Harden gets the rebound. Harden with the ball, matching up with TJ McConnell. Harden coming inside, putting it up for two, and it's no good, but he'll head to the line for two. As the foul is called, I do believe, against TJ McConnell. And it will be. As the first one at the line is good for James Harden. First of two. Nembhard to get back into the game here for Buddy Hield. And then Georges Niang to step into the game to replace Tobias Harris. James Harden to go ahead and shoot the second one. Hopefully make this a 2-point game. 7 points, 2 assists, 2 for 4 from the field for James Harden so far tonight. Looking to make it 8 points here, which he does. So a 2-point game, 8 points on the night for James Harden. Here we go. You see Tyrese Haliburton, who gets it over to Jalen Smith, gets it over to Chris Duarte. Duarte putting up a 2-point shot. It's no good. Harrell gets the rebound, doesn't do so, but Shake Milton gets the rebound as Harrell pokes it out to him. Milton coming inside, putting up a 2, and it's good for Shake Milton. There we go, Shake. And just like that, it's a tie ball game at 21 points apiece. Haliburton gets it over to Nembhard, gets it over to Haliburton. Puts it back. Jalen Smith for 3, and it's good for Jalen Smith. Making it a 24-21 Pacers lead. But here we go. Here's James Harden with the ball, looking to respond. Harden dancing, gets out to Niang. Niang pump fakes. Niang comes inside, kicks out to Milton. Milton saves it. Sixers so far, 1 for 7 from 3. Harrell coming inside. Harrell with the hook shot. And that is good for Montrezl Harrell as it swirls around the rim and it goes in. Montrezl Harrell's like, put some respect on my name. Halliburton gets it over to Chris Duarte. Duarte spins, gets it over to Jalen Smith. Smith gets it over to Halliburton. Halliburton drops it down to Jalen Smith, puts it up for two, and that was airballed. And the rebound's picked up by Nembhard. Gets it over to Halliburton, over to Mathurin, over to Jalen Smith, and that's good for Jalen Smith for two. Here we go. Here's James Harden with the ball. Harden drops it down to Montrezl Harrell. Tries to get it over to Thibault. But Halliburton makes a beautiful save. Hits it off of Thibault. Makes it go out of bounds. So it will be Pacers ball. I don't know how much Montrezl Harrell's been practicing on his hook shots, but we'll take it from him. PJ Tucker on the bike, though, so he's trying to get his lower body injury back in shape, so hopefully at some point he can play again in this game. Nembhard gets over to Smith, back to Nembhard, kicks out in the corner. For three, it's no good. Jalen Smith gets blocked by Montrezl Harrell. So get that weak stuff out of here. Maxey gets it over to Shake Milton with a beautiful layup, and that's good for Shake Milton to make it a 1-point game. 1:10 left in the first quarter. Nembhard with the ball. Nembhard, reverse layup, no good, but Jalen Smith with the putback. Got to put a player on both sides of the rim. Got to contest with these rebounds. Maxey gets it over to Montrezl Harrell, gets it over to Shake Milton. Milton looking for a response, kicks out to Thibault. Thibault pump fakes. Thibault coming inside. Thibault loses it, and it's going to be Pacers ball. Thank you, Sixers, man. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate that. Yourselves a former Laker and Clipper. Facts. Straight facts. Here we go. Here's Nembhard with the ball, matching up with Tyrese Maxey. Nembhard looking for his options. Now guarded by Shake Milton. Nembhard coming inside. Nembhard putting it up for two. It's no good. And Shake Milton gets the rebound. Milton gets over to Montrezl Harrell. Harrell says, you're a mismatch, Chris Duarte. I'm getting the buckets every time if you're guarding me like that. Here we go. Here's Nembhard with the ball, matching up again on Tyrese Maxey. This will be the last shot here for the Pacers. Nembhard tries to come inside, and a foul is called against the Sixers. And it's called on Georges Niang. That will be his first of the game. Duarte inbounds it to Jalen Smith. Back to Duarte, who shoots a three from the wing, and it's no good. Thibault tries to get the rebound, and then Benedict Mathurin got the rebound, but Thibault blocks his last shot. So at the end of the first quarter, pretty solid first quarter by the Philadelphia 76ers. They make it a tight one as they are down by one, though, at the end of the first quarter, 28-27, as we go ahead and head to quarter number two. Yeah, guys, overall, it was a solid first quarter by the Sixers. We just need to continue to play defense, and we need to continue to contest with this team. Those are pretty much my overall thoughts on that first quarter on what we need to adjust. I'd love to see Montrezl Harrell do the Kevin Mutombo finger wag when he blocks his shot. I mean, he did the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and did the hook shot, so, I mean, there's something for you. There's something for you, though, SG Sports Talk. But yeah, guys, overall, it was a solid first quarter by the Sixers. Even though they're down by 1, they definitely did have players contribute. We have no players in double figures. If Joel Embiid was in this game, he would definitely be having double figures right now. But overall, good first quarter from James Harden and then Montrezl Harrell off the bench. We have DeAnthony Melton with 2 points. We have Tobias Harris with 5. We also have Maxey with 2. We have Shake Milton with 4. So we'll see what we can do in the second quarter, and hopefully we can find a way to take a lead. Yeah, it's a fact. That's a fact. That's Sports Talk. But second quarter about to get underway. Here it's a 1-point Pacers lead, 28-27. Here we go. Second quarter is underway. Maxey with the ball. Maxey kicks out to Montrezl Harrell, who dunks it with 2 grown man hands. Montrezl Harrell putting in the bucket for 2 to make it a 29-28 Sixers lead. McConnell gets it over to Mathurin. Back to McConnell. Over to Mathurin. Mathurin guarded by Maxey. Mathurin coming inside. Mathurin putting it up for 2. It's no good, but someone was called for the foul. It looks like it is on Tyrese Maxey. But, yeah, guys, I mean, if Tucker is hurt and depending on how long he's out for, we might need to be playing Paul Reed in this game. We should be playing Paul Reed in this game for more than just garbage time. But Bennedict Mathurin shoot 2 at the line. First one is good for Bennedict Mathurin, the rookie. Bennedict Mathurin being the rookie out of Arizona, drafted with the 6th pick in the 2022 NBA draft. Second one also good at the line for Bennedict Mathurin as well to make it a 1-point Pacers lead again, 30-29. Here we go. Here's Shake Milton with the ball. Gets it over to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey gets it over to Shake Milton. Milton gets it over to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey matching up on Chris Duarte. Maxey coming inside, spinning, fading for 2, and it's good for Tyrese Maxey. Let's go. Let's go, Maxey. Do what you can in the starting lineup. Let's see what you got. Let's continue to see what you have in you, Maxey. As McConnell gets it over to Mathurin. Mathurin faking it constantly. Gets it over to McConnell. Over to Oshae Brissett, who checked in. Gets it over to Duarte. And it's going to be a blocking foul on Montrezl Harrell. Love it when Dikembe Mutombo says no when he blocks his shot. Yeah. Always takes the finger up, goes no. Not in my house. Maxey to go ahead and go to the bench here. Don't know who's going to sub in for him, as the first one is good at the line for Chris Duarte. Actually, Maxey's going to stay in. He thought he was going out unless he had if Doc Rivers wanted to have a word with him, but he stays in the game, as the second one is also good for Chris Duarte. So it's a 1-point Pacers lead again. As of right now, this game has been really close. Shake Milton with the ball gets it over to Montrezl Harrell. Harrell gets it over to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey coming inside. Maxey kicks out to Niang. Niang in the corner for 3, and that's good for Georges Niang, and you better believe it. Georges Niang coming in clutch, giving the Sixers a 2-point lead, 34-32. McConnell gets it over to Mathurin, over to Duarte. Gets over to Oshae Brissett, over to Mathurin. Mathurin kicks it out to McConnell. McConnell coming inside. Kicks it out to Brissett. Brissett putting it up for 2. It's no good. Niang tries to scramble for the rebound. It's still up in the air. It's still up in the air. And Montrezl Harrell finally gets the rebound. Let's go, Trez. Way to pick it up. Montrezl Harrell gets it over to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey matching up on Chris Duarte. Maxey looking. Maxey coming inside. Maxey putting up a 2-point shot. And it's no good for Tyrese Maxey, and is rebounded by the Pacers. McConnell with the ball. McConnell coming inside, spinning. McConnell gets it over to Miles Turner. And we're going the other way, apparently. way too physical from Miles Turner. I thought it was a foul on Matisse Thybulle or Georges Niang, but turns out it's a foul against Miles Turner. But apparently Thybulle must have got smacked in the face, which was the reason why Miles Turner got the foul instead of him. PJ Tucker trying to recover and eventually get back in this game. Here we go. Here's Shake Milton with the ball. Gets over to Montrezl Harrell. Harrell scrambling for it. Harrell getting it still. And Montrezl Harrell still able to put it in. He's right under the basket like he should be. And that's another two-pointer for Montrezl Harrell. Benedict Mathurin with the ball. Gets it over to TJ McConnell. Over to Jalen Smith. Smith gets it over to Duarte. Duarte coming inside. Duarte gets it over to Jalen Smith. But apparently the last one off of Shake Milton, because it will stay Pacers ball with 6 seconds on the shot clock. Beautiful job by Montrezl Harrell to get the ball back between two defenders in Duarte and Jalen Smith as it is inbounded. And looks like a foul is called against the Sixers. Can't tell who it's on because they're not pointing the camera at someone. It looks like it's a foul against Maxey. But Benedict Mathurin to go ahead and shoot 2 free throws at the line. First one for Benedict Mathurin at the line is good. Benedict Mathurin to go ahead and shoot the second one at the line to make it a 2-point Sixers lead. Second one is missed by Benedict Mathurin, and Thybulle gets the rebound. And Maxey will now take possession of the ball. We'll get this over to James Harden. Harden looking for his options, matching up on Mathurin, coming inside. Harden laying it up for 2, and it's good for James Harden, plus the foul. James Harden will go to the line for one more. Going to the line for one more is James Harden, the beard. Yeah, I saw it, SG Sports Talk. I saw it. Looks like a Pacers timeout is being called. James Harden will be going to the line for one more after these commercials. But yeah, guys, now the Sixers are starting to get red hot here in the second quarter. They have a 5-point lead right now after they were down by 1 at the end of the first quarter. They put up 11 points in the second quarter so far, while the Pacers have put up just 5 points here. Again, guys, no Daniel Theis in the game tonight available for the Indiana Pacers, and for the Sixers, no Joel Embiid tonight. Montrezl Harrell already has 10 points off the bench, which is crazy. James Harden and Montrezl Harrell both in double figures. Overall, the Sixers with 17 points off the bench. 21 points put up by the starting lineup. While the Indiana Pacers don't even have a single player in double figures yet. Again, we're going to be really relying on James Harden, Tobias Harris. You know, at times we're going to be relying on Tyrese Maxey. We're going to be relying on other guys without Joel Embiid tonight, and hopefully this is the only night that Joel Embiid's out, because I'm not sure how much longer. Not sure how much longer I can have Joel Embiid out, depending on who we play for the next few games. Because I mean, we have the Bulls on Friday. We have the Pistons on Sunday. And same on the 10th. First one's in Detroit, and the second one is in Philly. And then the next 5 games, guys, I will not be streaming because those are all part of the West Coast trip. As the and 1 free throw is also good at the line for James Harden. Here we go. Here's Buddy Hield. Gets it over to McConnell. Over to Jalen Smith. Over to McConnell. McConnell, the 2-point shot is good for TJ McConnell. Here we go. Here's James Harden with the ball. Harden gets it over to Maxey. Over to Harden. Harden. Matching up with McConnell. And that will be a turnover as Buddy Hield was guarding him. Hield gets it over to Jalen Smith, and Jalen Smith gets that to go for 2. As that one was taken coast to coast by the Pacers overall as a team. Harden with the ball. Harden matching up on Buddy Hield. Harden going to his right. Harden gets over to Montrezl Harrell. Harrell gets over to Niang. Niang shoots a 3 from the corner, and it's good for Georges Niang. Georges Niang, also the ex-Pacer in this game as well. As McConnell gets it over to Jalen Smith. Over to Buddy Hield. Rather, that's Aaron Nesmith who checked back into the game. Nesmith gets it over to Oshae Brissett, and that's good. Here we go. Here's Tyrese Maxey with the ball. Maxey matching up on Buddy Hield. Lobbing up from Montrezl Harrell. Harrell getting blocked. But it will be a foul called against the Pacers. Harrell, I think, has an opportunity at 2 more points, and that opportunity at 12 points total. I think he does, because I think this was a shooting foul. And it was, as everyone's getting lined up at the free throw line, and Montrezl Harrell set to put up 2 more free throws. See if he can get a total of 12 points here. He has a high arcing free throw style, Montrezl Harrell, for when he actually shoots his free throws. But he does make them, though, as he makes the first one at the line. I'm surprised that his free throw percentage is honestly not higher. It's probably because of all the opportunities that he gets, which is not as many as some of the other players around the league. I mean, that's obvious because Montrezl Harrell doesn't even start. But he does make a solid backup center. I'm happy that we did end up getting this guy. Although, like I said in the Pelicans stream, I wanted Jackson Hayes, as second one's also good at the line for Montrezl Harrell. Jackson Hayes was someone that I wanted to add to our center depth behind Embiid, but I'm really happy that we did end up getting Montrezl Harrell. As McConnell gets it over to Aaron Nesmith, back to McConnell. McConnell guarded by Tyrese Maxey, gets it over to Oshae Brissett. Brissett over to McConnell. McConnell coming inside. McConnell coming up and passing it. And it's going to be a foul called. And it looks like PJ Tucker's going to get back in this game. It looks like it's going to be a foul called against James Harden. And they're trying to say it's all ball. The first one's going to the line for Jalen Smith, even though he should not be getting these free throws right now. As Georges Niang is going to go ahead and go to the bench. PJ Tucker coming back in. So it looks like PJ Tucker is going to be okay. We're doing this 3-guard formation where we have Maxey, Harden, and Melton all on the floor at the same time. So we're doing this formation. And also on the floor for the Sixers is Tobias Harris. So basically, we do have all the starting lineup players in. As James Harden has the ball, matching up on TJ McConnell, who comes inside. Harden trying to say, get off me, man, as he kicks out to Melton for 3, and it's good for DeAnthony Melton. to boost it up to a 6-point lead in favor of the Philadelphia 76ers, 47-41. 6.5 minutes left here in the second quarter. Brissett gets it over to McConnell. McConnell out to Nesmith for three. And that was good for Aaron Nesmith from the corner, actually. So it's a 47-44 game. Harden gets over to Melton, who goes again for three. And it's good for DeAnthony Melton. Let's go! DeAnthony Melton making his name known, making a statement. And James Harden called for another foul. James Harden called for another foul. This time it was matching up on Aaron Nesmith. And clear that he's touching the body of Aaron Nesmith for sure. It's clear and obvious. Harden's like, that's 2 on me. When it shouldn't even be 2 on me. I mean, that second one I will agree with, but the first one was all ball. So Harden should definitely just have 1 free throw right now. Not 1 free throw, 1 foul. Aaron Nesmith has had a very quiet start to this first half. 4 points, 3 assists, 1 for 5 from the field. Quiet start from Aaron Nesmith. Part of the Malcolm Brogdon trade between the Pacers and the Celtics. Second one up and good for Aaron Nesmith to make it a 4-point deficit for the Pacers. Sixers have shot really efficiently ever since they started. When they started, they were 5 for 16. Ever since, they were 13 for 15. But James Harden trying to set up the offense here, matching up with Tyrese Haliburton, kicks it out to Melton again for 3 from the wing. It's no good. Maxey tries to put it back, but cannot do so. And the Pacers do get the rebound. Haliburton gets it over to Miles Turner, who gets it over to Haliburton. Haliburton matching up on Tobias Harris, kicks it out to Nembhard for 3. That's no good. Tucker almost put it back, but it's rebounded by the Sixers as James Harden will pick it up. Harden dancing. Harden coming inside. Harden putting it up for 2, and it's no good, and it will be rebounded by the Pacers. I'm surprised James Harden, I don't think, has taken a step back 3 yet. As Nembhard gets it over to Aaron Nesmith. Was it a travel? Wait. Well, it overall was a foul against the Pacers. I know that. I'm not sure if it was a travel, though. Because I didn't see anyone give the hands. As Maxey gets it over to DeAnthony Melton. Melton lobs up for Tobias Harris. Harris coming inside. Kicking it out to PJ Tucker. Over to James Harden. Actually, Harden has taken a step back now that I think about it. But Harden taking another step back 3, and it's no good. And it'll be picked up by Tobias Harris, who will come in and slam him with 2 grown man hands for 2. Tobias Harris making it a 6-point lead and a timeout by the Indiana Pacers. That's great hustle by Tobias Harris. Putting 2 more points on the board, add it up to a stat sheet, and make it a 6-point Sixers lead. And Jalen Smith is actually the first player for the Indiana Pacers in double figures, and he's actually off the bench. No player in the starting lineup has double figures yet. The closest to getting double figures in the starting lineup has been Andrew Nembhard. Sixers still have 2 players in double figures. And that's Montrezl Harrell and James Harden still. And guys, tonight I'm looking to play. I told you guys this on the other stream, but I'm looking to play that victory song that I've been telling you guys about. I'm looking to play it tonight, so hopefully the Sixers can get a win so we can play the song. And if you guys want me to do it at the end of the stream, I need you guys at the end of the stream. Assuming the Sixers win, I need you guys at the end of the stream spamming play the song up in the chat. That's assuming the Sixers win. So I need that from you guys if you guys want the song played. But the Sixers need to win this game first of all. But you guys need to spam play the song for me to play it. Bleacher, what's going on? Appreciate you for coming through. Say great call. Hey, appreciate the compliment. Hit that like button if you have not done so. But yeah, guys, overall, Sixers with a beautiful second quarter already with 25 points. Not off to a slow start in the corner. They came out swinging is how they came out. They came out swinging. That's how they came out, and that's how they need to come out every game. And like I told you guys, I'll be able to do the game on Friday against the Bulls on January 6th. I won't be doing it on Sunday because I'll be watching the Eagles game at the time. But that'll be at 4:25 actually, so it is what it is. I'll be doing the game on Tuesday against the Pistons, and on Thursday the 12th against the Thunder. But for the next 5 games after that, I will not be streaming the whole West Coast trip. As Halliburton puts it up for 3, it's no good, and Shake Milton gets the rebound. Milton with the ball coming inside. Milton laying it up for 2, and it's good for Shake Milton. Let's go, Shake. That's how you contribute to the bench. Let's go. Halliburton gets it over to Buddy Hield, over to Aaron Nesmith for 3, and it's good for Aaron Nesmith. I do believe that was Aaron Nesmith. Yeah, that was Aaron Nesmith, not Miles Turner. Here we go. Here's Shake Milton with the ball. Gets it over to James Harden. Harden dancing. Harden looking for his options. Harden going back behind the three-point line. Harden gets it over to Shake Milton. Milton gets it over to Tucker. Tucker gets it over to Harden. Harden going step back 3 again. It's going to come up short, and it's going to bounce off the rim of the backboard 3 times combined, and it's going to be rebounded by the Pacers as Miles Turner will get that one to go, as that will be a touchdown pass from the Pacers, and it'll make it a 3-point deficit for Indiana as DeAnthony Melton tries to pass to Tobias Harris, but will go off the lower half of Buddy Hield, and it will be Pacers ball, or Sixers ball, I should say. With 19 seconds on the shot clock, James Harden will go ahead and do the inbound pass, and inbounds it to DeAnthony Melton, back to Harden, over to Tobias Harris. Harris matching up on Buddy Hield. Harris coming inside. Harris putting up a 2-point shot, and it's good for Tobias Harris. Let's go. Let's go. Contribute to the team. This is a team game. Let's go. Here we go. Here's Tyrese Halliburton with the pump fake. Gets it over to Buddy Hield, and it's going to be Sixers ball. We're going this way. We're going the other way. 5-point game, 56-51. Here we go. Here's James Harden with the ball. Harden matching up against Andrew Nembhard. Harden gets it over to Shake Milton. Milton matching up on Aaron Nesmith. Gets it over to Melton. Gets it out to Tucker. Tucker wide open for 3. And it's no good for P.J. Tucker. The putback by DeAnthony Melton's declined. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Sixers with 14 seconds on the shot clock. Here we go. They inbound it. Tobias Harris with the ball. Harris facing a double team. Kicks it out to Harden. Harden dancing, coming inside. Harden going step back 2, and it's no good. Melton tries to get the rebound. Cannot do so, and it's picked up by Andrew Nembhard. Nembhard drops it down to Tyrese Halliburton. Gets it over to Miles Turner, and it's good for Miles Turner. 56-53 game. Harden gets it over to DeAnthony Melton. Melton puts it up for 2. And it's no good, and the Pacers get the rebound. Come on, guys. Make the buckets. It's a 3-point game. Nembhard getting fouled, and it's going to be an and one opportunity. Come on, Melton. You can't be fouling like that, dude. Come on. Apparently did end up making the and one opportunity. They did not show it on the screen, though. But here we go. Here's James Harden with the ball. Harden coming inside. Harden going step back two, and it's good for James Harden. There we go, James. Give us the lead right back. Let's go. Halliburton taking the high arcing three. That's declined, and no good, and it'll go out of bounds. It will stay with the Pacers, though. Here we go. Miles Turner to go to the line, though, for two. 6 points for Miles Turner. 3 for 3 from the field. And make it 7 points as he will make the first free throw. Second one for Miles Turner is also good at the line. Tucker will inbound this to James Harden, and James Harden will take this down the floor. And will match up against Nembhard. Harden. Coming inside. Harden. Looking for his options. Gets it over to Tucker. Back to Harden. Out to Milton for three. And it's no good. And the Pacers will pick up the rebound. Minute 20 left to go here in the first half. Halliburton gets it over to Buddy Hield. Back to Halliburton. Halliburton taking a three at the top of the key. And it's good for Tyrese Halliburton. Come on. Where's our defense? Milton with the ball. Milton looking. Lobs up for Tobias Harris. Harris looking. Harris coming inside. Up the baseline. Harris kicking it out to Milton. Out to Harden. Over to Milton for three from the wing. And it's good for Shake Milton. There we go. Let's answer and respond with authority. Let's go. Halliburton gets over to Buddy Hield, who pump fakes, comes inside, and Tobias Harris blocks it. But Buddy Hield gets the rebound. Kicks it out to Halliburton. Halliburton gets it up to Miles Turner, and it will be miscommunicated, and we're going the other way with it. Sixers with an opportunity to retake the lead. But James Harden tried to go step back three, did get fouled, though, by Andrew Nembhard. So James Harden will go to the line for 3 free throws to potentially give the Sixers the lead. James Harden, a very efficient three-point shooter, or a free throw shooter, I should say. I believe that's the third on Andrew Nembhard tonight so far. James Harden, in my opinion, a very efficient free throw shooter. First one good at the line for James Harden. That'll be the first of 3. $14 points for James Harden, 5 assists, 4 for 10 from the field. Second one also good at the line for James Harden. And James Harden's doing everything he can. But I like the way he's contributing with 16 points so far. I like what he's doing. Even though his shooting might have not been that great, he definitely has been a contributor, and that's what we're going to need for the rest of this game with Joel Embiid out. Third and final one for Harden is good, so James Harden responds with all 3 free throws made. And with 25 seconds to go, the Pacers will have possession. An opportunity to make it a tie ball game or a 1-point deficit for the Pacers. Halliburton matches up with D'Anthony Melton, gets over to Buddy Hield, who pump fakes. Hield takes the 3-point shot, no good. Tucker battles for the rebound and gets it. Gets it over to Harden. Harden gets over to Harris. Harris will dunk it! Oh my goodness! Past 2 defenders. Halliburton with the heave and no good! And what a finish to this first half! As the Philadelphia 76ers at the end of the first half will lead the Indiana Pacers by a score of 66-61, ending with the Tobias Harris dunk that he did with authority. As, ladies and gentlemen, we have approached halftime. Let's go. That's who we are. That's who we are right there. Let's go. That's who we are right there, man. That is the team that we are. That's the team that we are, man, right there. That's who we are. We are that team. Yeah, because on that note, we are going to start rolling through the halftime stats, and then after the halftime stats, we will take the halftime break. So, starting off on the Indiana Pacers side, leading the way for the Indiana Pacers has been Jalen Smith off the bench with 11 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist. Andrew Nembhard following that up with 10 points and 2 rebounds. Miles Turner with 8 points and 3 rebounds. Tyrese Halliburton with 7 points, 2 rebounds, and 6 assists. I missed Aaron Nesmith, which he had 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. Buddy Hield with 6 points, 2 rebounds, and 5 assists. T.J. McConnell with 4 points, a rebound, and an assist each off the bench. Benedict Mathurin, the rookie from Arizona, with 3 points, a rebound, and an assist each as well. And Oshae Brissett and Chris Duarte both with 2 points straight up to end off the first half for the Indiana Pacers. Now over to the Philadelphia 76ers side. James Harden leading the way for the Philadelphia 76ers with 16 points, 2 rebounds, and 6 assists. Montrezl Harrell with 12 points, a rebound, and an assist each off the bench. Tobias Harris with 11 points and 4 rebounds. DeAnthony Melton with 8 points and a rebound. Shake Milton with hold up. Sorry about that, guys. A potential spam ended up coming up on my phone. But Shake Milton with 9 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Georges Niang with 6 points and a rebound. And Tyrese Maxey in the starting lineup putting up 4 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists to end off the first half for your Philadelphia 76ers. Now over to the team stats now as the Indiana Pacers are shooting the ball 47.7% from the field. To the Philadelphia 76ers, 52.2%. Indiana Pacers are shooting the ball 38.9% from three-point range. To the Philadelphia 76ers, 35.3%. The Indiana Pacers are shooting the ball 92.3% from the free throw line, as the Sixers are a perfect 12 for 12 from the free throw line. The Philadelphia 76ers are out-rebounding the Indiana Pacers overall, 21-17, and same offensively, 6-5. The Indiana Pacers are, however, out-assisting the Philadelphia 76ers, 18-12. The Sixers with more blocks than the Pacers, 5-3. The Pacers with more steals than the Sixers, 2-0. The Philadelphia 76ers winning the turnover battle over the Indiana Pacers, 5-3. The Sixers with more points in the paint than the Pacers, 34-26. And a total of 17 personal fouls called, 9 on the Philadelphia 76ers and 8 on the Indiana Pacers. And ladies and gentlemen, on that note, that is going to go ahead and take us to the halftime break. And ladies and gentlemen, y'all pretty much know the drill because we have no new people in here that I have to go over this with. But y'all know the drill, man. Go get a snack, go get a drink, go to the bathroom, do whatever you guys need to do in order to get ready for the second half of this game between the Indiana Pacers and the Philadelphia 76ers. And ladies and gentlemen, while we are taking a halftime break, go ahead and give me some thoughts on how you guys felt about that first half down below in the chat. But ladies and gentlemen, we will take the halftime break, and ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back. As ladies and gentlemen, I'll see y'all back here for the second half. Sorry, guys, had to make sure no background noise was in, as a very crazy way to end up beginning the second half with that going on. But without further delay, second half is about to begin. Still got 3 people in here. Appreciate everybody. Second half about to begin, though. So far, the Sixers have had 3 players in double figures so far. In James Harden, Montrezl Harrell off the bench, and then Tobias Harris as well. James Harden with 16, Montrezl Harrell with 12 points, and Tobias Harris with 11. Second half is underway officially, and here we go. Harden gets the ball over to DeAnthony Melton, over to PJ Tucker, over to Harden. Harden coming inside. Harden looking for his options, gets it over to Maxey. Maxey spinning around Jalen Smith, or rather, that is Aaron Nesmith, and Maxey will get the points as it was a goaltend. It was a goaltend indeed by Miles Turner. Here we go. Here's Tyrese Halliburton with the ball, matching up with DeAnthony Melton. Halliburton gets it over to Buddy Hield. Back over to Halliburton. Halliburton gets it over to Buddy Hield. Hield coming inside. Hield laying it up for 2, and it's no good for Buddy Hield, and DeAnthony Melton gets the rebound. Gets it over to Tobias Harris. Harris laying it up for 2, and it's good for Tobias Harris, taking it coast to coast. From one end of the court to the other. 70-61 is the score right now. Halliburton kicks it out, and it is good for 3 by Aaron Nesmith. First bucket of the second half of the Pacers, coming by the former Celtic. Here we go. There's Maxey taking a 3 from the wing, and it's good for Tyrese Maxey. Maxey trying to get back into that form of playing on the court again, especially in the starting lineup in particular. Halliburton gets it over to Miles Turner, gets it over to Nembhard, gets it over to Miles Turner again, and he gets the bucket past James Harden, and I do believe it was also DeAnthony Melton as well. As James Harden gets over to Tobias Harris. Harris matching up on Nembhard. Harris gets it over to Harden. Harden and the corner gets it over to Melton. Melton putting it up for 2, no good, and Buddy Hield gets the rebound. Hield gets it over to Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton dancing. Halliburton coming inside, kicking out to Buddy Hield. Hield's wide open for 3, and it's no good for Buddy Hield, and it's rebounded by PJ Tucker for the Sixers. He gets it over to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey coming inside. Maxey laying it up, and it'll be out of bounds off the hand of Miles Turner, and it will stay Sixers ball with 16 seconds on the shot clock. Sixers with a 7-point lead, 73-66. And Maxey tried to go for a simple layup, and then Miles Turner said, "Get that out of here." Harris went up for 2. It's no good. And the rebound is picked up by DeAnthony Melton. He lost it. And I think he must have got hit with contact somewhere. Melton's slow to move as Hield takes one shot, misses, and then the second shot also misses from Buddy Hield. And it's picked up by the Sixers. Harris gets to Melton over to Harden. Harden dancing. Harden looking for his options. Harden still dancing. Coming inside. Harden with a beautiful pump fake. Out to Harris for 3 at the top of the key. That comes up short. And the Pacers do get the rebound. As Nembhard gets it over to PJ Tucker, who makes a great save. But I think it was against the Pacers. Wait, did he get it back in? Yes, he did. He did make it, put it back in time. Sorry about that, guys. Accidentally closed out of the streamer tab for a minute. As Maxey gets it out to Harden. Harden puts up a 3, and it's good for James Harden from the wing. No step back required for James Harden on that 3-point shot. Nesmith with the ball, gets over to Miles Turner. Gets over to Buddy Hield. Kicking out to Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton coming inside. Halliburton matching up on Melton. Halliburton spinning. Halliburton laying up for two, and it's good for Tyrese Halliburton. And she said, Harden. I already know it is, MC, as Melton with the ball. Kicks it out to Harden, standing at the top of the key. Harden lobbing up for Maxey in the corner. Maxey at the baseline. Maxey gets it down to Tobias Harris. Harris kicking it out to Harden. Harden standing at the wing again, taking another one. And that's off the front of the rim, and it's rebounded by the Pacers. And Buddy Hield, and he puts it up and in as Melton takes a hop too early to try to defend that. Still a 6-point game, 76-70, with the Sixers up by 6. 7:40 left in the third. Maxey gets it over to Tobias Harris. Harris trying to lay it up for two, and it's denied by the Pacers. I believe that was Miles Turner. And no bucket for the Pacers. Harden gets it over to Maxey. And Maxey will lose the ball, but it did go out of bounds off of, I believe it was Nembhard, so we'll stay. Sixers ball with 17 seconds on the shot clock. And not him, it was off of Buddy Hield, I think. But another foul called against the Pacers, and this will just be an inbound pass here. Tyrese Maxey go ahead and do the inbound pass as he inbounds it to DeAnthony Melton. Melton gets it over to James Harden. Harden dancing. Harden coming inside. Harden looking, gets it down to Tucker. It looks like it was kicked off of a Pacers player. For the Indiana Pacers, 18.4 fast break points per game, which leads the NBA. Here we go. Maxey with another inbound into James Harden. Harden gets over to PJ Tucker. Tucker out to Melton. Melton's wide open for three. And it's good for DeAnthony Melton. And it goes for three, and the Sixers will lead it by 9, 79-70. Halliburton with the ball. Halliburton going step back three, and it's good for Tyrese Halliburton. And he responds with saying, we're not going anywhere. We're not done. And Harden tries to pass it to DeAnthony Melton, but deflects off the hands of Tyrese Halliburton, and it will be Sixers ball. I've realized that so far in this game, we have not been playing Daniel House Jr. Maybe Daniel House Jr. moved down to the third unit. I don't know. I'm not sure if Daniel House Jr. moved down to the third unit or what. I mean, he really hasn't been that great in the past for the Sixers. He really hasn't. Ever since the Sixers got him. But this has been a good third quarter by the Sixers overall as a team. And hopefully we continue to see this the rest of the way. Mike Howard, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for coming through, man. Said, where's Paul Reed? You know, I don't know where he's at, but we did end up starting PJ Tucker at the 5 and then Montrezl Harrell as the second center. So I'm going to assume Paul Reed is running with the cleanup crew. I thought he would have had more time when PJ Tucker got hurt, but apparently PJ Tucker's back, so we might be saying Paul Reed for cleanup minutes. But appreciate you for coming through, Mike Howard. If you haven't done so, my guy, hit that like button on the stream. I don't know if you're subscribed to the channel or not, but be sure to hit that subscribe button if you have not done so, my guy. I appreciate you for coming through the stream. But yeah, guys, so far, a great start to the second half in the third quarter. We need the Sixers to win this game so that way we can play the song that I have that I haven't been able to play yet so far ever since I got it. But assuming the Sixers win this game, in order for the song to be played, I need you guys spamming play the song in the chat. I need you guys spamming it. As the third quarter is set to continue as Harden inbounds it to DeAnthony Melton, and the third quarter has continued. Tucker gets it over to Harden, over to Melton. Melton coming inside. Melton laying it up for two, and it goes too hard off the glass, and it's rebounded by the Pacers. Buddy Hield gets it over to Tyrese Halliburton, gets it over to Buddy Hield. Gets it over to Aaron Nesmith, but he did not get to go for two. As Harden picks up the rebound, gets over to Maxey, over to Tobias Harris. Harris standing in the corner, gets over to Maxey. Maxey looking for his options, coming inside. Maxey losing it, but he will be fouled by Miles Turner. Halfway through the third quarter right now, exactly 6 minutes left to go in the third. I'm pretty sure I'm used to seeing PJ Tucker with an undershirt. I'm pretty sure he's been wearing undershirts in a lot of games. This time he's decided to go sleeveless. As the first one is good at the line for Tyrese Maxey. So we have PJ Tucker with no undershirt, but we have Montrezl Harrell with an undershirt. That's crazy. That's been very rare. That's actually very rare. And we put James Harden in the backcourt instead of PJ Tucker. Second one also good at the line for Tyrese Maxey. Sixers with an 8-point lead. 81-73. Here we go. Here's Halliburton, gets it over to Miles Turner. Gets it over to Buddy Hield, who lobs it up to Miles Turner. Turner battling against PJ Tucker. Fades for two, and it's good for Miles Turner. Tough shot for Miles Turner, as that was a high-arcing two-pointer from very little distance away from the basket. Here we go. Here's James Harden with the ball, guarded by Tyrese Halliburton. Harden dancing. Harden coming inside. Harden trying to lay it up, and it was blocked by Miles Turner. He denied it all. Looks like Mathurin kicks it out to Nembhard for three, and it's no good. Pacers get the rebound. It'll go out of bounds, and we're going the other way with it, as it's going to be Sixers ball. Let's go. All right. Tyrese Maxey takes a seat. Thibault will go ahead and replace him. Harris gets it over to Melton. Gets it over to James Harden. Gets it over to Tobias Harris. Barely gets it over to James Harden. Harden takes a three-pointer, and it's good for James Harden. And you better believe it. The Beard. 22 points for the Beard tonight. 2 for 6 from 3, but overall he's been very efficient. Mathurin standing in the corner, guarded by Thibault. Gets it over to Miles Turner. Turner backing into Harden. Turner putting it up at 2, and it's no good, and DeAnthony Melton gets the rebound. Melton tries to get it over to Tucker. Scrambling for the ball. Harden picks it up. Harden lobs up for 2, and it's good for the Beard. James Harden. Timeout called by the Pacers. You best believe it's a timeout by the Pacers, as the Sixers are up by 11, 86-75. Waitress says, come on, Sixers. Bruce Thorpe, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for coming through, man. Hit that like button if you have not done so, and appreciate you for coming through the stream. That was inevitable. Slow down, Sixers. Sixers, they need to do everything they can. This is no joke of a team. This is a pretty solid team overall. We're doing pretty well, especially without Joel Embiid. Yeah, it's a fact. Off the rim, the beard. I feel what you put up on Hamlin was great. Yeah, absolutely. Damar Hamlin, wish him a speedy recovery after the cardiac arrest on Monday Night Football. Wish him nothing but a speedy recovery to return to the sport that he loves very soon. But hopefully his recovery is as quick as it possibly is. But we all pray in our hearts for Damar Hamlin after what happened on Monday night with him on cardiac arrest. Bleach says for sure. Yeah. Cardiac arrest these days, and the fact that they had to do CPR on the field, that's no joke. That's no joke. No one should be putting negativity over a guy that had to deal with cardiac arrest in Damar Hamlin. And no one should be worrying about fantasy points either, honestly. Nobody should be worrying about fantasy points either. They should be worrying about the player's health and concerns. They should not be worrying about fantasy points. I've seen people worrying about their fantasy points. I'm not throwing any names out there, but I've seen it happen. Bruce Harvey says absolutely. Yeah. Never want to wish an injury on any player, but the fact that man in Damar Hamlin went into cardiac arrest after replacing Micah Hyde, it sucks to see another one of those safeties go down for the Bills. It sucks. Feel that is short-sighted when someone puts the fantasy points ahead of humanity. It's a fact, man. Michael Wazalewski, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for coming through, man. Haven't seen you in the chat in a while, but hit that like button if you have not done so. It's greatly appreciated. Overall, James Harden's definitely been a factor in this game for the Sixers. But one of the reasons the Sixers have been up by 11 points as of right now in this game. Tyrese Halliburton with the ball. Halliburton coming inside, kicking it out to Mathurin. Gets it over to Nembhard. And it's going to be a treble. You can't do that. And we're going this way. "30 consecutive possessions for the Sixers without a turnover. And it's going to be a kick ball off of Nembhard, and it's going to stay with the Sixers with 19 seconds on the shot clock and 3:53 left to go in the third quarter. Let's go. Come on. Here we go. Melton will inbound this to Harden. Harden will start out with a double team, and we'll get served to DeAnthony Melton. Melton gets it over to James Harden. Harden looking for his options. Harden coming around a screen, and that's taken away by the Pacers. And that will be a dunk right there for Tyrese Halliburton. Harris with the ball. Lobs it up for DeAnthony Melton. Melton coming inside. Melton puts it up for two. It's no good, and the Sixers cannot get the rebound. Come on, guys. Need to get these rebounds under the basket. Buddy Hield shooting a three, and it's good for Buddy Hield. Come on, Sixers, let's wake up. Tobias Harris with the ball. Harris kicks it out to DeAnthony Melton. Gets over to Tobias Harris. Harris looking for his options. Coming inside. Harris laying it up for two, and it's good for Tobias Harris. That's how you respond. You respond with authority, and you know it. Halliburton kicks it out. To believe that was Aaron Neesmith for three. It was no good, but the putback was good for, I believe, Benedict Mathurin. Harden gets over to Thibault wide open for three, and it's good for Matisse Thybulle. Let's go. Here we go. 2-point shot for Halliburton. No good, but he does get his own rebound out to Mathurin. Mathurin putting up a 3-point shot. No good. And it's rebounded by Halliburton. Come on. Get the rebounds, guys. Halliburton gets it over to Buddy Hield. Hield dancing. Hield laying it up for 2, and it's good. Come on. Get a rebound. Why did they get offensive rebounds on that possession, guys? We're better than that on rebounding. Here we go. Here's DeAnthony Melton with the ball. Melton coming inside. Melton gets over to Montrezl Harrell, who kicks out to Tobias Harris. Harris with the baseline. Over to Montrezl Harrell. And it's good for Montrezl Harrell. Montrezl Harrell with 14 points tonight. 6 for 6 from the field. Montrezl Harrell doing very well off the bench tonight for the Sixers. Great pass from Tobias Harris as well. That was beautiful. As apparently there was a foul called. They have Tobias Harris on the bench right now, so I'm assuming Georges Niang is in this game. And Georges Niang is in the game for the Sixers. As Halliburton gets over to Buddy Hield, back to Halliburton. Halliburton gets over to Miles Turner, and they're going the other way with it. And I couldn't hear what the call was, but it's very rare that Miles Turner ends up doing whatever he did. But Jalen Smith to check in for Miles Turner. It's a 9-point game, 93-84. Here we go. Here's Tyrese Maxey with the ball. Guarded by Nembhard for the moment. Maxey gets it over to Shake Milton. Milton dancing. Milton gets it over to Niang. Niang spinning. Niang laying it up for 2. And it's good for Georges Niang. Let's go, George. I think that's either 8 or 11 points for Niang off the bench. I think. As Halliburton gets it over to Buddy Hield, gets it over to Nembhard. Nembhard dancing. And a foul is called against Tyrese Maxey. No, it's all good, man, that you keep the chat going. That's what we want to. We want to see the chat keep going. We don't need to see. That's how you support the channel. You support the channel by constantly commenting. It's not a negative thing towards the channel whatsoever. But here we go. As Buddy Hield gets it over to Nembhard, gets it over to Jalen Smith for 2. It's no good, and it's rebounded by the Sixers. Maxey will just dribble with it slowly. Maxey will take his time at the logo. Maxey looking for his options. Maxey still looking. Maxey putting up for 2, and it's good for Tyrese Maxey. 6-5. McConnell with the ball, and it's poked away by Thibault, but it is going to stay. Pacers ball with 3.1 seconds on the shot clock. Here we go. McConnell inbounds it to Jalen Smith for 3. It's no good. And Montrezl Harrell does get the rebound to end off the third quarter on a good note. And a great start to the second half for the Philadelphia 76ers, as the Sixers lead by 13 points over the Indiana Pacers, 97-84, as we head to the fourth quarter. Sixers with a 13-point lead. Let's go, man. Let's finish this game. Let's finish it up. Yeah, guys, overall, let's just finish this thing in the fourth quarter and move on to the next one. Thank you for letting me know if I was feeling bad when you said I was crazy, but I guess he was just kidding. Yeah, when you constantly comment on a live chat, that's just showing support. That's not showing negativity or anything at all like that. It's not showing anything negative. It's showing support to the channel. So us content creators, we appreciate it when you guys comment and keep the chat going. Especially at the end of the stream, assuming the Sixers win. Because then I need you guys spamming play the song in the chat because I have the song with me under, you see, what's it under again? It's under video clips, so I need you guys spamming in the chat for me to play it, so I need that spammed in the chat. Need to keep our foot on the accelerator and make sure the Pacers don't make any big moves. Yeah, absolutely, that's a fact. I try to contribute in the best way to the relay information / commentary. Hey, whatever it takes to support the channel, man, which is what you have been doing. No matter how many times you comment in the chat, no matter how many times you do it, it shows support. And it definitely helps out the watch hours because, you keep the chat going. It helps out the views. It helps out everything to this channel. You know what? Bruce Harper, over the last few streams, you've definitely been a contributor for whenever you've been here. So it's greatly appreciated to all of us content creators and YouTubers. But yeah, guys, let's have a great fourth quarter, man. Let's have a great fourth quarter and let's finish this thing. As the fourth quarter has begun, T.J. McConnell with the ball, matching up on Tyrese Maxey. McConnell gets it over to Bennedict Mathurin. Mathurin puts it up for 2, and it's good for the rookie, Bennedict Mathurin. Rookie out of Arizona. Putting it up and in for 2. Maxey gets it over to Niang, over to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey. Looking for his options. Maxey. Round screen. Kicks out to Thibault in the corner for 3, and that comes up short. And it's rebounded by the Pacers. McConnell with the ball. McConnell gets it over to Bennedict Mathurin, putting up for 2. It's no good, and Montrezl Harrell gets the rebound. Mathurin wants a foul call for that, for the unnecessary contact. Melton laying it up for 2, and that goes high off the glass. Does the bucket count? Looks like the answer is a no. But it did hit the top of the backboard, so that's the reason why it does not count. Looks like a foul was actually called against T.J. McConnell when that happened. Thank you very much for saying that. I appreciate you. And if you're watching the Sixers, Phillies, and Eagles, it's so much better because I learned a lot from you and hype when I watch. Hey, we appreciate the support from everybody, man. No matter how many times you comment, that just shows support to everyone's channel. So we appreciate the support from anybody. So do believe the first one at the line, and it was good at the line for Shake Milton. 35 points off the bench for the Sixers. Make it 36 as Shake Milton does make the second one. And puts the Sixers' first 2 points on the board here in the fourth quarter. Here we go. Mathurin gets it over to Nesmith, gets it over to Duarte, over to Jalen Smith. And a foul called against Montrezl Harrell. Doc Rivers wanting to call one for a travel. It's a 13-point game. And with 10:58 left, looks like Jalen Smith's going to go to the line. And you hear the Sixers crowd in the stands because you know they want the Frost or the Chick-fil-A chicken. And first one actually good at the line for Jalen Smith, so it's not going to happen. I was thinking the Wendy's Frosties because the Frosty freeze out, but I forgot they got rid of it. I just remember that they got rid of that. I didn't remember that. I just said the wrong words. But the second one also good at the line for Jalen Smith, so Sixers will bring it down the other end, and they'll bring it down the other end with Tyrese Maxey. Maxey spinning. Maxey gets over to Thibault. Thibault over to Niang, over to Milton. Milton up the baseline. Milton gets it down to Maxey. Maxey, the 2-point shot. No good, and Montrezl Harrell backs up when he should have gotten the rebound. McConnell bringing it down the other end. McConnell. And that's a turnover by the Pacers. Montrezl Harrell with the play. Over to Milton, over to Thybulle in the corner for 3, and it's way off target for Matisse Thybulle. He might have airballed that, to be completely honest with you. As Mathurin will put this up for 2. It's no good for Bennedict Mathurin, but it is good though for Jalen Smith. Here we go. Here's Tyrese Maxey with the ball. Maxey around the screen. Maxey gets it down to Thybulle, puts it in for 2. Matisse Vincent Thybulle. Trying to make something happen here in the 4th. Here you go. Here's McConnell. Spinning. Gets it over to Mathurin. Gets it over to Duarte. Duarte. Try to go step back. Gets it over to Jalen Smith. Back to Duarte. And it's a turn. It was a turnover, but a foul called against Tyrese Maxey. That's cool, man. That's cool. He's moving well tonight. I can see him working his way into a good rhythm. Yeah, he's trying to get back into his form. Here we go. Here's TJ McConnell with the ball. McConnell gets it over to Bennedict Mathurin. Mathurin around the screen. Mathurin losing the ball. But it will actually go off of Montrezl Harrell, so it will stay Pacers ball with 3.9 seconds left on the shot clock. Oshae Brissett also checked in the game for the Indiana Pacers. McConnell inbounds it to Jalen Smith, and that was good for Jalen Smith and made it look easy. Here we go. Here's Tyrese Maxey with the ball. Guarded by TJ McConnell. Maxey looking. Maxey coming inside. Maxey slipping. Gets it out to Thybulle. Thybulle out to Milton. Milton on the pump fake. Over to Niang. Niang on the pump fake. Now shoots a 3. And it's good for George the Minivan Niang. And says, let's show these guys who's boss, boys. As McConnell puts in the layup for 2. And just like that, it's back to a 10-point game. Milton with the ball, matched up on Oshae Brissett. Milton losing the ball, but it will stay with the Sixers with 15 seconds left on the shot clock, with 8:40 left to go in the game. Niang with a beautiful pump fake past Chris Duarte. And Niang with another big bucket. He's definitely in double figures now, as he has 11 points. And Maxey with the layup is good. Tyrese Maxey. Remember the name, ladies and gentlemen. Tyrese Maxey. Remember that. Duarte gets it over to Jalen Smith. Back to Duarte. Duarte on the pump fake. Duarte trying to kick it out. And he will be fouled. And he'll go to the line for 2. I think. Wait. Was it a shooting foul? Wait. Was it a shooting foul? It was a shooting foul. First one for Duarte is good at the line. You're not going to really get it out of these guards that are on like the first unit that are on the starting unit and on the second unit. You're going to get it with the cleanup crew if you're going to get it with anybody from the Pacers, the Chick-fil-A chicken. As both free throws at the line were good from Chris Duarte. Here we go. Here's Shake Milton with the ball. Milton dancing, lobs it up for Thybulle. Thybulle gets it over to Montrezl Harrell, and Harrell dunks it! Montrezl Harrell says, get out of my way, buddy. Get out of my way and don't say nothing. 16 points for Montrezl Harrell. Mathurin with a reverse layup is good. Actually, he spun while doing that. Here we go. Shake Milton with the ball. Gets it over to Montrezl Harrell. Harrell gets it over to Tyrese Maxey. Over to Niang at the wing for 3. And it comes up short. And it's going to be... It's not going to be out of bounds. Oshae Brissett saves it. McConnell gets it over to... I believe that was Oshae Brissett for 3. No good, but a foul is called against Montrezl Harrell. Montrezl Harrell, scrappy player. He's determined to play every game. He's been turning it up a notch as of late. Here we go. Oshae Brissett, so far just 2 points, 1 for 3 from the field. First one for Brissett. The line is missed. Oshae Brissett missing the first one. Do the Sixers fans get the Chick-fil-A chicken from Oshae Brissett? Do they get it from Oshae Brissett? There's hungry people in the stands that want their chicken. Second one is missed from Oshae Brissett. And there are Chick-fil-A nuggets going around to everybody. And it was a three-point play, so no matter what happens here, the Sixers fans will get the Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets. It's honestly not the same as the Frosty Freeze-Out, though. I'm going to be honest. Third and final one is good for Oshae Brissett, but it doesn't matter either way. Because you missed 2 free throws from the opposing team in the second half. You get the Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets. But here we go with Shake Milton with the ball. Milton dancing. Milton coming inside. Milton going step back 2, and it's good for Shake Milton. Let's go, Shake. Come on now. 11-point lead. Let's go. About 7 minutes left here in this one. 110-99. Here we go. Here's TJ McConnell with the ball. Kicks it out to Jalen Smith. Gets over to Benedict Mathurin. Mathurin putting it up for 2. It's no good, and someone's called for the foul from the Sixers, and apparently it's Montrezl Harrell. And Montrezl Harrell's saying, that's not a foul on me. That's not a foul on me. Let's see. Where's Montrezl Harrell? He hardly even did anything. Let's look from this end. I mean, I don't think that's a foul on Montrezl Harrell, to be honest, because his hands don't come down. They stay up. They stay up in the air. They don't make any contact. In my opinion, that's not a foul on Montrezl Harrell if Doc Rivers is going to go ahead and challenge that. That's not a foul on Montrezl Harrell, in my opinion. But yeah, I guess I'm not sure if Doc Rivers is going to go ahead and challenge this or not. I believe in the NBA you cannot challenge a foul. But I'm not sure if Doc Rivers is going to pull off the move and try it. That was a terrible call. No way that was a foul. Yeah, Montrezl Harrell doesn't even put his hands down. He keeps them up the whole time. And I'm not sure if the Pacers player was just being dramatic and showing a lot of drama, or what even was the case. But overall, we'll see what happens here. I'm not sure if the officials are looking at this with the review table. But we'll see what the call is here. If Doc Rivers does end up challenging this, I do believe you cannot challenge a foul. Or maybe you can, I don't know. We'll see what Doc Rivers does here. Miles Turner with 2 blocks on the night for the Pacers. And then Montrezl Harrell earlier had 1. So apparently it is officially a foul called against Montrezl Harrell. Here we go. First one at the line is good for Benedict Mathurin, the rookie. And the second one also good. The line for Benedict Mathurin. 9-point game, 110 to 101. Here we go. Here's James Harden with the ball. Harden gets it over to Niang. Niang gets it out to Harden. Harden looking. And it's going to be kicked off of Buddy Hield, and it's going to stay with the Sixers with 14 seconds on the shot clock. As it's still a 9-point game with 6:36 left in the game. Niang inbounds it to Harden. Harden. Now matching up with Miles Turner, gets it over to PJ Tucker. Tucker gets it over to Harden. Harden taking a three from the wing. That's a little too long, and it's rebounded by the Pacers. Couldn't tell it took the three right there, but Pacers do get the rebound. Mathurin getting multiple rebounds. And another foul called against the Sixers. It's going to be the second one tonight against PJ Tucker. Undershirtless PJ Tucker. Montrezl Harrell's having a great game tonight. Seriously, 7 for 7 for Montrezl Harrell, 16 points. Montrezl Harrell's having a great game. First one at the line is good for Benedict Mathurin. And the second one also good at the line for Benedict Mathurin. So it's now down to a 7-point game. Sixers lead at 110 to 103. 6:05 left in the fourth. 9-4 run by the Pacers in the last 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Harden lobs it up for Tobias Harris. Harris backing in. Harris matching up with Buddy Hield. Going up the baseline, putting up a two. As contested by Miles Turner, I do believe, and it's picked up by Benedict Mathurin. Mathurin laying it up for two. No good. Melton gets the rebound. Melton. Bring it down the other end. Melton spinning. Melton kicks out to Harris. Harris a three. And it is no good. Tucker gets the rebound. Out to Harris. Over to Niang. Over to Melton. Melton out to Harden. Harden. Come inside. Harden going step back two. And it's good for James Harden. And you better believe it. The jump shot looks sweet. From the beard. You best believe it is. And the two-pointer is good for the Pacers. 112-105. 5 minutes left in the game. Harden getting fouled by Benedict Mathurin. And Georges Niang will go to the bench here. Don't know who's replacing him. Oh, Shake Milton's back in, so we're going again, I think, with 3 guards and putting Melton at small forward as Tucker gets over to Harden, over to Melton in the corner for 3. It's off target. Tucker gets the rebound. Out there. Tucker, take the shot. You're under the basket, dude. Halliburton gets over to Hield for 3, and it is good for Buddy Hield as he gets the bounce. Timeout called by the Sixers. And boy, did they need it. Come on, man. It's a 4-point game. Come on. Dude, PJ Tucker was right there. He should have took the layup. PJ Tucker was right there under the basket. You look at it, he was under the basket. But yeah, guys, I mean, Sixers do still have a lead, but they got to start putting some more of these baskets, man. They got to start putting in some more shots. We got to hold on to this lead. I want to play the victory song. I want to be able to play it, man, but I can't if we don't win this game. If you guys don't spam play the song in the chat. I want to be able to play it. Come on. And if the Sixers do end up winning, and when it does happen, I'll have to take both of these banners down so that way the whole video clip gets in there. But for now, I'll keep these two up. Sixers need to start getting on a run here of their own. I've been liking our defense in like the last 2.5 minutes, 2 minutes 45 seconds. Haven't been liking it. Got to change here, and it's got also changed with the shot making. Can't be turning the ball over either. This isn't that bad of a team. This team is actually pretty solid. Can't be overlooking them. Can't be putting up stupid calls with them. Can't do it. You can't do it. Double-figure scores tonight. Sixers have 7 of them, actually. Harden leading the way with 26. Montrezl Harrell with 16. Tobias Harris with 15. Same with Maxey. Shake Milton with 13. And then Niang and Melton each with 11. This is looking to be 11 straight home wins for the Sixers as well, but 3rd straight overall, whether if it's at home or on the road. But here we go. 4:35 left to play. Harden gets it over to Tucker for the moment, and it's a turnover. Come on, guys. Halliburton with the ball. Gets it over to Buddy Hield. Rather, that's Bennedict Mathurin over to Buddy Hield. Hield, the layup is missed. And Maxey gets the rebound over to James Harden. Harden down to Tobias Harris, and he tried to dunk it. Harris, just lay it up. Just lay it up, and you probably have a goaltender. You make the bucket. Halliburton gets it over to Turner, over to Buddy Hield, and it's good. Come on. Why is it this close right now? 4 minutes left. 12-2 run for the Pacers in the last 3 minutes. You got to get that ball past half court, man. Maxey took too long to bring it down the floor. Come on, Maxey. You're better than that, dude. You're so much better than that. Halliburton will have the ball. Halliburton. Dancing. Gets it over to Buddy Hield. Hield on the fake. Hield kicks it out to Mathurin for 3. It's no good. Tobias Harris gets the rebound. Gets it over to James Harden. Harden. Dancing. Harden. Coming inside. Harden laying it up for 2. And he will be fouled this time. Halliburton complaining with the call. In the last 7 games, the Pacers have won 6 of their last 7 as they're on a 6-1 record. And the Pacers coach wants to have a timeout with 3.5 minutes left in the game. And apparently they're going to challenge this. You already know it's going to go the Pacers' way. You already know it. But yeah, guys, Sixers can't be blowing this, man. They can't be blowing this game to the Pacers. And they better not be blowing this game whatsoever. They better not blow this. They better not. Just like the Eagles can't be blowing an opportunity at the NFC East, the number 1 seed, and home field advantage. They can't be blowing that either. None of those 2 Philly sports teams can blow it. But in particular, the Sixers right now, because this is a Sixers stream. I mean, does it touch James Harden? Not sure where they're going to go with this here. Not sure the way that this is going to go here, honestly. It's pretty close. So apparently the challenge was successful. Halliburton did not foul James Harden. But since there was no possession of the ball, they're just going to do a jump ball between the two centers in Montrezl Harrell and Miles Turner. Come on, Montrezl Harrell, win the jump ball. We need possession here. Let's go. And Miles Turner will win the jump ball, and we'll get this into Tyrese Halliburton. Pacers on the 12-2 run. This is getting a little sketchy. Halliburton gets it over to Miles Turner, gets it over to number 2. It's out to Halliburton. Halliburton coming inside, putting up a 2-pointer. It's no good, and the rebound is picked up by DeAnthony Melton, who will get this over to James Harden. Harden will turn the ball over. Come on, James. One of the valuable assets. Mathurin was blocked. But the Bicers call for the goaltend, though. Yes, and it is definitely a goaltend. Sixers, man, we need a shot. Let's go. We need a shot to go in. Pacers up by 113, 112. Maxey with the ball, spinning. Maxey losing it. Maxey has to get it out to Melton. Does so. Melton around the screen. Melton gets it over to Harrell. Harrell was blocked. And a whistle was called, and it's going to be called against Buddy Hield. Did he make contact? I think he did make contact, and he definitely had to make contact with Montrezl Harrell's arm. In particular, his wrist. That's definitely a foul. Montrezl Harrell, we need these free throws. Let's go. We need these free throws, Montrezl. Come on. First one for Montrezl Harrell's good at the line. Let's go, Montrezl Harrell. We need points here. Come on. We don't want this to go to overtime or want to lose this. We can't be losing this game. Montrezl Harrell with 17 points right now. He's having a beautiful game tonight. He's doing very well. Second one for Montrezl Harrell is no good. But Harden thought he picked up the rebound, but it was tipped by Buddy Hield, but Harden touched it last, so it will be Pacers ball. Harden thought he had possession, but Buddy Hield able to make a play. It goes off of James Harden, so it will be Pacers ball. That's the first free throw missed by the Sixers tonight. Halliburton with the ball with 2:20 left. Matching up on James Harden. Halliburton dancing. Halliburton coming inside. Halliburton kicks it out. Nembhard for 3. No good, and it's picked up by the Pacers. Come on. Let's get rebounds, please. Mathurin with the ball. Mathurin coming inside. Mathurin laying it up for 2, and it's good for Bennedict Mathurin. Come on! They're killing us in the last few minutes of the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter's been ugly. Harden with the ball. Gets it to Melton. Melton a 3. That's good for DeAnthony Melton. Let's go. 1 point lead. Come on. Let's come away with the win. Let's go. Let's get a stop here. Halliburton with the ball. 116-115 Sixers. Halliburton dancing. Halliburton matching up on Harden. Halliburton over to Hield for three from the wing. And it's good for Buddy Hield. You cannot make this up. They're really making a run for our money right now. We need a bucket and we need it bad. This run's been terrible by the Pacers against the Sixers. Harden with the ball. And it's going to go the other way. Are you kidding me? Melton, stop doing that stupid stuff. Melton, you can't be pushing players like that, dude. You know you're better than that. You're a better player than that, Melton. More discipline. More discipline, please. Melton, this has been the 6th turnover of the quarter. 6. Halliburton with the ball. Halliburton matching up on Harden. Halliburton looking. Halliburton gives it up to Miles Turner, and it's good. Wow, Sixers. Are we really about to blow this to the Pacers, dude? You can't be serious. Do I just need to not do these live streams for the Sixers to win games now? Do I just need to not stream? Because apparently it's looking like it, because apparently the Sixers stream. Apparently the Sixers win when I don't stream. Apart from last game. Ever since that point, we were winning. When I had the victory song, when I was not streaming, apart from last game, the Sixers have been winning. When I streamed with the victory song that I haven't even gotten an opportunity to play yet, and might not even be played tonight because of the Sixers not being able to close out games in the 4th quarter, apparently we lose. So dumb. Unacceptable in the 4th. Unacceptable. There's no reason you cannot play the 4th quarter the way you played the first 3 quarters of this game. There is no excuse. Unacceptable in the 4th, Sixers. Unacceptable. There is no reason you cannot play the way you played this 4th quarter, the way you played the first 3 quarters of this game. There is no excuse. I'm ashamed and I'm disappointed. Step it up in the last minute. 36 in the 4th by the Pacers. You've given up 36 points in the 4th. That's the most points this game you've allowed. Do better. Harden with the ball. Harden giving out to Maxey for 3. It's no good, and Pacers get the rebound. Dude, we don't need 3-pointers right now. We need those in crunch time. And Maxey coming away with the steal. Maxey, the dunk is good. All right, Sixers have a little bit of life. Let's go. 2-point game. Come on. Let's go. Halliburton with the ball. Halliburton. Matching up on James Harden. Halliburton looking. Halliburton. Dancing. Halliburton coming inside. Loses it. Harden picks it up. Over to Maxey. Maxey driving. Laying it up. No good. Harris with the put back. Let's go. Let's go. Tie ball game. Better not be putting the dagger. Halliburton over to Buddy Hield. Hield putting up for 2. No good, and we're going to overtime. Overtime basketball here in the Wells Fargo Center. Maxey comes in clutch in the last few seconds to send it to OT. Even though it should not be happening right now, because the Sixers should have been holding on to this lead the whole time, I will take overtime basketball. Let's take it and let's win this thing in OT. I don't care. I just want that victory song to be played. I want it played. Let's go, Sixers. Let's get this in OT. Wait, hold up. I forgot the score in the 4th. Guys, we'll be right back. All right, guys, I have the score fixed now. And somehow in the world, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to OT. I can't believe it. Can't believe this game is going to overtime, but let's finish this thing in overtime. This is a team that has about the same record as we do. We have 3 less losses than they do, but we also have 1 more win. So let's finish this in overtime. I don't care. I just want that victory song played. I want it played. Let's go. Let's go to overtime. Come on. Pacers, this is the first time they have been in an overtime game. So the Sixers have more experience with a record of 2-1, but can they do it in this one? But the Pacers have become red hot in terms of a finish in the fourth quarter. 36-23, Pacers won that fourth quarter. Sixers won the rest of the quarters before that, minus the first quarter. Here we go. We're going to overtime. Montrezl Harrell is able to win the tip, so here we go. James Harden with the ball to begin overtime. Gets served to Tobias Harris. Harris coming inside. Harris, the layup, no good, and Harrell cannot get the rebound as it's picked up by the Pacers. Halliburton with the ball gets it over to Buddy Hield. And Maxey almost ran into the locker room as he almost ran up the stairs. And with 4:41 left, the Pacers will keep it with 17 seconds on the shot clock. As Tyrese Maxey broke that up on Miles Turner. And they'll inbound it now from Halliburton to Benedict Mathurin. Mathurin staying on the floor, guarded by James Harden. Mathurin dancing. Mathurin. The layup. And it will be a charge on Benedict Mathurin. And Mathurin's complaining about everything. And we're going the other way with it. Let's go. Mathurin thought he had it and thought he had the blocking foul, but turns out the officials turn it into an offensive foul, and it goes the other way. Sixers could take the lead here in overtime, potentially. As Maxey inbounds this to James Harden. Harden being guarded by Tyrese Halliburton. Harden dancing. Gets it down to Melton. Melton back to Harden. Harden coming inside. Harden laying it up for 2. It's no good. Pacers get the rebound. And Mathurin wide open. Come on, Maxey. You can't be getting fooled by that dude. Come on. Here we go. There's Tyrese Maxey with the ball. Maxey dancing. Maxey gets it out to Melton. Melton laying it up for 2. And it's good for DeAnthony Melton. There we go. There we go. Let's tie this up. Tie this up. Let's go. Make them work for it. Let's go. Tyrese Halliburton with the ball gets it over to Benedict Mathurin. Mathurin guarded by James Harden. Mathurin coming inside. Mathurin. And that's going to be a blocking foul on Montrezl Harrell. Sixers fans thought for a second it was going to be a charge on Benedict Mathurin. That's number 5 on Montrezl Harrell tonight. After a great performance, too. Montrezl Harrell's now sitting with 5 fouls with a 17-point performance. First one for Benedict Mathurin is good. Come on, Sixers. We got to respond, man. Let's go. Second one for Benedict Mathurin. High arcing is good. Back to a 2-point lead for the Pacers. Here we go. Here's James Harden with the ball. Gets it over to Montrezl Harrell. Harrell gets it over to James Harden. Harden gets out to Harris. Harris coming inside. Harris out to Harden. Harden pump fakes. Harden going step back 3. That would have given the Sixers the lead, but Miles Turner gets the rebound. Looks like a charge. It looked like it did, but it was a blocking foul on Montrezl Harrell. As Benedict Mathurin has the ball, 2:50 left in the overtime period. Mathurin Trying to lay it up, and it is going to be off of Bennedict Mathurin, and it's going to go the other way. Sixers ball with 2:47 left. Great defense by Montrezl Harrell. Way to stand up. Maxey gets it over to James Harden. Back to Maxey. Maxey, guarded by Bennedict Mathurin. Maxey taking a three-point jumper. No good. Melton puts it out from Montrezl Harrell. Over to James Harden. Harden coming inside, laying up for two. Denied. Harris gets the rebound. Out to Melton. Melton wide up for three. That's good for DeAnthony Melton. Let's go. I ran out of oxygen right there in my vocals. Here we go. 19 points for DeAnthony Melton. 5 for 8 from three. Halliburton spinning around Harden. Shoots a three. It's no good. Harris gets the rebound and over to Maxey. Gets it over to Melton. Melton dancing. Out to Maxey. Maxey looking for his options. Maxey matching up on Tyrese Halliburton. Maxey spinning. Maxey looking. Maxey coming inside. Maxey laying it up for two. And it's no good. Harrell gets the rebound. Harrell with that two-handed dunk. Timeout Pacers. Montrezl Harrell, 19 points. A statement from the next big fella, Montrezl Harrell. Timeout Pacers. Clutch by Montrezl. After Maxey missed the layup, Harrell says, give me that. Give me that. And he screams to the gods. And he screams to the gods above. Let's go. Come on. Come on now. Let's finish this thing in overtime. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Guys, appreciate all the people hitting the like button, man. 6 likes on this thing. Guys, on that one play, I literally lost the voice in my vocals right there on that one play. I'm not joking. I actually did at that one point. But, dude, we got to finish this thing in overtime, man. Sixers are having too great of a game to lose this thing in overtime to the Pacers. They're having too great of a game. They can't be losing this. They can't be losing this in overtime. Come on. Appreciate all the people supporting, man. Appreciate everybody. Clutch 3 by DeAnthony Melton on that play. And then Maxey misses the layup as it rims out. And then Montrezl Harrell responds with authority. Here we go. Come on. Season high for Montrezl Harrell with 19 points. 8 for 8 from the field. 4 rebounds, 3 blocks for Montrezl Harrell. But here we go. 1:26 left. Mathurin with the ball. Guarded by James Harden. Mathurin going to his left. Mathurin looking for his options. Coming inside. Mathurin, the left. Denied by Montrezl Harrell. That's 4 blocks for Montrezl. He's not screwing around today. But wait, did he touch anything? That's the 4th block. Let's go. Confirm it. Maxey gets it over to Harrell, over to Harden. Harden flips it over to Maxey. Maxey coming inside. Laid up for 2. It's no good. Harrell almost with the putback. No. How did Harrell miss that? 3-point lead for the Sixers. 127, 124. Halliburton, the layup is good. 1-point game. Under 50 seconds in the overtime period. Sixers just need to hang on. Maybe get a bucket to seal it. Well, 3 definitely could seal it, in my opinion. A 2-pointer makes them work for it. Maxey with the ball. Maxey gets it over to Harden. Harden dancing. Harden, step back 2. It's no good, but he's fouled. Let's go. Bennedict Mathurin, stop fouling my point guard / shooting guard. Stop fouling my veteran guard, Bennedict Mathurin. How about you learn something as a rookie? Don't be doing that to my guard. Don't be doing that to my veteran guard. No wonder why you're a rookie. You keep fouling the veterans. Harden overall has been shooting 40% from the field, 8 for 20, but overall he's had a very high point total. First one misses the line from James Harden. I don't know. He barely misses free throws. James Harden barely misses free throws, dude. I'm not joking. He barely misses them. Harden, we want to steal this game. Come on. Harden, we need the second. We need the second, Harden. Come on. This is too close right now. Second one for Harden is no good. Are you serious, Harden? You had an opportunity to make this a 3-point lead. James. Come on, dude. Halliburton with the ball. Halliburton dancing. It's it out. Mathurin's blocked. Blocked by James Harden, I believe. Lobs up to Harris. Harris. And the foul called against the Pacers, I think. Sixers are in the bonus. So this should be against the Pacers. 4.1 seconds left in overtime. And it was blocked by James Harden. Let's go. What defense by the beard? Chris Duarte's putting his hands up. Put your hands down, Duarte. Put him down. Tobias, we need these. Let's go. We need these, Tobias. Tobias Harris in this game with a double-double with 17 points and 10 rebounds. Surprisingly, James Harden doesn't have a double-double in this game at the very least. We need it, Tobias. First one's good at the line. Let's go. 128, 126. Give them a run for their money here. They have one timeout, and they're probably going to take it, the Pacers. Pacers have one timeout, and they'll probably take it after the second free throw. Talk strategy on how to take it, so somehow take this to a second overtime. Second one for Tobias Harris is good at the line. Let's go, Tobias. And I knew it as they called a timeout. Pacers called it to talk strategy on this last play. One play decides it for the Pacers. Let's go. Tobias Harris said, let's make them earn it. We could have sealed it if James Harden would have made those 2 free throws. We could have sealed this game most likely. But James Harden had a huge block, though. Huge block, though. 4.1 seconds. It all comes down to this. Do we head to a second overtime period, or will the Sixers seal it in overtime against this really competitive Pacers team? But here we go. This last 4.1 seconds of the game decides it all. Come on, guys. We got to do this. We got to pull this off. We got to pull this off. Sixers have played too good of a game to lose it. They've had 7 players in this game in double figures. They can't be losing this game. Exactly. No 4-point play. None. 0. And they'll inbound it to Miles Turner, which it goes over his head. That's a foul on the floor, though. It was not in a shooting motion. So exciting. Yeah, absolutely. It's entertaining, but at the same time, it should have finished just some regulation. And that was the foul on Harden, but it does force an inbound pass here for the Pacers. Do not foul them in a shooting motion, especially from behind the 3-point line. Come on. And it will be inbound. They release it. And it's airball. And the Philadelphia 76ers will get it done in overtime by a final score of 129 to 126. The 11th straight win at home. 11 straight wins at home in this one. And they will get it done 129 to 126. They will get this done. What a game that we have had. No Joel Embiid. Players of the game go to James Harden and Montrezl Harrell. Both of them with very good performances tonight. But overall, a lot of players had a great game overall in the end. But it's the Sixers coming out on top by 3 points. It is the Sixers coming out on top. And you know what? Even though no one's spamming in the chat, you know what I gotta say? Play the song! And yeah, guys, I did forget to take both of those banners off. I'll do that for the next time. But yeah, guys, the Sixers do win 129 to 126. That'll make it 11 straight home wins for the Sixers overall. But the Sixers do get it done in overtime. Without Joel Embiid, they do end up getting it done. And we will go through the final stats here from both teams and the team stats, and then we will be getting out of here. What's the name of that song? I just found it. It doesn't have a name. It doesn't have a name. I just found it somewhere. But we're going to go through the final stats from both teams and then the team stats, and then we're going to get on out of here. So starting off on the Indiana Pacers side, Buddy Hield led the way for the Indiana Pacers with 24 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. Benedict Mathurin off the bench following that up with 19 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Jalen Smith off the bench putting up 17 points, 6 rebounds, and an assist. Tyrese Halliburton putting up a double-double with 16 points, 7 rebounds, and 12 assists. Miles Turner with 14 points, 8 rebounds, and an assist. Andrew Nembhard with 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Aaron Nesmith with 11 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. TJ McConnell off the bench with 6 points, a rebound, and 3 assists. O'Shea Brissett with 3 points and a rebound. And Chris Duarte with 4 points straight up to end off the final stats for the Indiana Pacers. Now over to the Philadelphia 76ers side. James Harden was able to lead the way for the Philadelphia 76ers with 26 points, 6 rebounds, and 8 assists. Tobias Harris ends up having a double-double in this game with 19 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists. DeAnthony Melton with 19 points and 7 rebounds. Montrezl Harrell with 19 points, 5 rebounds, and an assist, and 4 blocks that I do know that he did have in this game. Tyrese Maxey with 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. Shake Milton putting up 13 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists off the bench. And George Niang putting up 11 points and a rebound off the bench as well. And then rounding it out is Matisse Thybulle with 5 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist to end off the final player stats from your Philadelphia 76ers. And as a matter of fact, the Philadelphia 76ers had a total of 48 points off the bench. So great night from the bench. Round of applause to Montrezl Harrell, Matisse Thybulle, Shake Milton, and George Niang for doing their job and playing their toughest basketball off the bench for a combined 48 points. Great job by those 4 gentlemen. Now over the team stats. Now, as the Indiana Pacers shot the ball 47.4% from the field to the Philadelphia 76ers 49%. The Indiana Pacers shot the ball 36.1% from three-point range to the Philadelphia 76ers 38.9%. The Indiana Pacers shot the ball 88.5% from the free throw line to the Philadelphia 76ers 86.4%. The Philadelphia 76ers out-rebounded the Indiana Pacers overall 46-45, and same offensively 14-13. The Indiana Pacers had more assists than the Sixers, 31-24. Both teams with 8 blocks in this game. Pacers had more steals than the Sixers, 7-4. Sixers won the turnover battle in this game, 13-9. Sixers with more points in the paint in this game than the Pacers, 62-60. And a total of 37 personal fouls called, 19 on the Sixers and 18 on the Indiana Pacers. And guys, on that note, that is how we round out the final stats to this game. The Philadelphia 76ers get it done 129-126. Appreciate everybody that did support tonight. We did have 6 likes overall. Great performance by the Sixers in the end. You know, Maxey had a good game tonight. You know, had what was it, 17? Yeah, Maxey had 17 in the starting lineup, so great performance by Tyrese Maxey in the lineup, especially minus the big fella. But Montrezl Harrell definitely came in clutch when he needed to. But overall, great win. We'll be enjoying this tonight, and we'll be getting ready for the next one on Friday, which our next matchup is against the Chicago Bulls, and I will be able to stream that game. So, guys, be sure to come through on Friday, as I will be streaming that game against the Chicago Bulls on Friday, January 6th. And, guys, on that note, I don't have too much to say, so on that note, that's pretty much going to end it for me. But, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to like and subscribe if you guys have not done so. I'll talk to you guys on the next one, man. Peace out. The Sixers win. Let's go. Peace, everybody. Have a good night, y'all. God bless and peace.